How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Grovana, and welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. This is part 3, and in the last episode, we simultaneously teamed up with Marle at the Millennium Festival in Lean Square, and then we also saw her get sucked in through an ominous blue portal, and we followed her, and now we are in what seems to be an older version of Guardia. Where are we? Or more specifically, when are we? Let's go ahead and walk up the stairs here. We are in Guardia Castle, by the way, and in the last episode, Marle talked to us, and she didn't seem like Marle, though. She was dressed in a fancy dress, and she sort of saved us, and now we need to go talk to her. We have the king here. King, sir, I understand that you are the one who saved my dear wife, the queen, but can you tell me what happened? Lean's acting rather odd, and she seems to have lost her coral pin, which is something she guarded with her life. Forgive me, you must be tired. We can talk about this later. Please rest in the knight's quarters downstairs to the left. Why does everybody want me to rest there? I already did that, man. But thank you. We have this guy over here, Chancellor. And he's just gonna walk away very creepily. We also have a couple of guards here who say the king's room is upstairs, the knight's quarters are downstairs to the left. Yeah, everyone wants to tell me where the knight's quarters are for some reason. The queen seems to be waiting for you upstairs in her room. You'll also notice that the king's chair is a little bit higher than the queen's. Sexism. Okay, let's go ahead and go. I forget which one's which. We want to go either up this left tower or the right one, but either way, they both have these little chests, I think, so we'll go ahead and get all that. 100G, okay, that's not that big of a deal. What about you? Yeah, we have one of these creepy boxes there, which we're going to have to hold off on. Is this where the queen is? No, I don't think it is. Okay, but we do have the chancellor here. Oh, okay. What do you want? Get out of my face! Yeah, this guy's not very nice, as we will find out later. Just between us, the chancellor's been acting very strange lately. He's been sneaking out at night. That is very strange. Who is in here? Just a woman. People say the Chancellor's gone crazy, but I don't believe it. The Chancellor's a decent man. Why? He goes to the cathedral every day. Oh, that's nice. We also have a chest here. That's kind of blending in with the chair, but you can't trick me. We got a bronze mail. Let's go ahead and equip that, which should be better than the hide tunic. Yes, indeed it is. Okay, let's go ahead and go the opposite way now, which is where Queen Lean's quarters are going to be. What's weird is that you can go to the castle in both time periods, obviously, and they both have different chests, so you sort of have to remember to loot them all. But that's not that hard of a thing to remember, is it? Okay, so there should be at least one more chest, I think. Yep, there we go. What do you have for me? One tonic. Okay, I'll take it. What about you? Nothing. And how's it going, bud? The queen awaits. Yeah, I know. We're kind of like personal friends, so yeah, it's no big deal, but... Okay. Let's go ahead and grab this chest before we talk to, quote, Queen Lean, unquote. And in here we have one ether, and what do you say? The queen married into the family 10 years ago. She still looks so youthful. In fact, she looks even younger now than on her wedding day. I wonder why that is. And what about you? You saved our queen? You don't look that tough. Oh, just wait. I'm going to be level 100 before you know it. Ah, there you are. Please leave us. I need to talk to this individual. Certainly, Your Highness. Yeah, get out of here. We got some business to talk about. Come nearer, sir. Music has stopped abruptly. That's never a good sign. Am I not near enough? There we go. Giggle. Fooled you, didn't I, Chrono? No, not really, not at all. I kind of knew you were Marle from the moment I saw you. It's me, but everyone calls me Lean. You'll notice her name has changed to Marle. I'm so relieved you're here. We barely know each other, but somehow I knew you'd come for me. Thank you, Chrono. Something's wrong. Yeah, what's going on with your lights? You have a weird setup in here. Well, what's happening? It feels like I'm being torn apart. Oh, am I supposed to move? Okay, sorry. Help me, Chrono. I'm scared. Please, Chrono, help me. And Marle can just not catch a break, can she? That's not good. Okay. And now we have regained control of Chrono. It looks like Marle has disappeared before our very eyes once more, but this time it wasn't through a portal. Very interesting indeed. Let's go ahead and head out of here since that's the only thing we can do. What are you guys talking about? I grow so tired of the gossip around here. Okay, what are you guys talking about? Has she dismissed you already? You were polite, of course. You didn't do anything funny, did you? Of course not. Are you sure? Yeah, she didn't just totally disappear in there, and it's not my fault. Did you notice anything about the queen? Yeah. Just as I thought, she claims she's not lean. There's something different about her. Don't mention this to anyone. I'll try. Alright, let's go ahead and head down here. The music has started again, which is good. It's always weird when there's just nothing going on. Chrono! Who's it this time? Oh, it's Luca. How's it going? Huffpuff, you're okay. Did you find the girl? I sure did. Gone? What do you mean she's gone? Yeah, she just totally disappeared. It's just as I thought. I knew I recognized her. And this looks identical to the castle in our time. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Luca. I'll bet they mistook that girl for her ancestor. You see, she's a member of the royal family in our time. So there we go. That's what I was talking about in the first episode, I think. There's always, like, hidden princesses in JRPGs for some reason. Like, it's weird, but it always happens. I know it's in Final Fantasy IX, and I'm sure I could think of more if I thought about it. She's Princess Nadia. What? That is, Princess Nadia is a descendant of Queen Lean. I always thought this was so weird. Kind of cool, but weird at the same time. So it's showing the ancestral line of Queen Lean, and subsequently all the way down to Marle. There she is. Queen Lean has been kidnapped. As I recall, someone was supposed to have saved her, but history has been changed because they've mistaken Queen Lean for Marle. So she never got saved, is what's happening now. Marle looks so much like Lean that they probably called off their search when she appeared here. But if the real queen is killed, oh, this is some Back to the Future shit. Everybody disappears. Don't make that face, you little blue goblin. You jerk. You're destroying a whole queen line. Marle will simply disappear. There might still be some time if we can save Lean. History as we know it should remain unchanged. I think it would pretty much be over at this point once Marle disappears, but hey, video game logic. Something must have happened to the queen in this era. As a result, Princess Nadia ceases to exist. Hurry, we have to find the real queen. Okay, and it looks like Luca has joined our party now. Hello, Luca. One thing I want to do is go into the options here, which I never did before. So, let's see. There is the options. And what do we have here? Stereo on, that's fine. Battle mode active, that's fine. Save menu cursor, I don't think that matters. Save battle cursor, save skill item cursor. Skill item info, control pad standard, battle gauge 1, window color. And what is this? Battle speed. Yeah, I think the only thing I wanted to change was the window color. And usually I keep it on this one right here. For whatever reason, I just like that blue color. Forgot to do that. Okay, so I don't think we can do anything else in Guardia Castle right now. If we talk to the king, he says the same thing. No one seems to know that she's just completely disappeared. And if I had to guess, I'd say we want to get the hell out of here before they do realize. Because who's going to be the prime suspect? The guy in the flashy clothes and bright red hair, I would say. So let's head out of Guardia Castle and head back through Guardia Forest. Forget if the enemies respawn or when they do. They probably have already respawned. Look at that. So I won't cut because I will show you guys what Luca can do. Let's go ahead and use Cyclone, though. See, I could have gotten all three, but I was impatient. Does Luca have any techs yet? No, she does not. But Luca is also ranged. We got a critical hit there. Hopefully it kills him in one hit. Yes, it does. Thank you. 15 experience points, 6 tech points, 120 gold. When you have certain people in the party, when you have different combinations, you will learn like dual techs and triple techs. So if you have like Luca and Chrono in the same party, eventually they'll learn a tech that they can use together. Same thing goes with pretty much everybody. So what you really want to do is once you get a certain amount of, people that you can have in your party, you want to like mix and match and find what the best combinations are. Usually I stick with the guys. I don't know, maybe that's just the old way of thinking. Guys are more powerful in RPGs and stuff, and I know that sounds sexist, but that's just how I've always played this game. I don't usually have Luca in my party, but, at certain points in RPGs, you're kind of stuck with the people anyways. So, yeah, we're going to have Luca in our party for now, but once, the game starts opening up, we can switch. So what we want to do now is we want to head into the cathedral. Everybody's been mentioning about it, or everybody has been mentioning it and talking about it. So let's go ahead and go in here and see what's going on. We have some nuns here. We want nothing but world peace, or a piece of the world, tee-hee. Yeah, that's not weird. What about you? You might like to stick around for the organ recital. It's a real killer! Good joke. Creeping me out. People wouldn't know what to do with themselves in a truly peaceful world. My, what delightful looking humans. So if you can't tell, something's clearly up here. Let's go ahead and talk to this person. Oh dear, it looks like you could use some food and a place to rest. Hey, this thing's sparkling on the ground over here. What's this? What did you find? A hairpin. That's Guardia's royal crest. Wait a second, Guardia's royal crest. Okay, so we have 4 people here called Naga-ettes. I believe Naga means snake, which is why they resemble some snakes here. You'll also notice that if enemies get too close to ranged peoples, they will bash them instead of like shooting them, and that's not good because you do less damage. Alright, so all we can really do is wait for our gauges to fill up here and stop attacking me all at once. That would be wonderful. And really what you want to do is kind of focus on one, because obviously if you take one out, you're going to have to deal with one less, and then you don't have to take so much damage. I just woke up, so I'm sorry if like I sound snuffly. Okay. So why don't we, we're going to save our Cyclone. We're not going to use it here. Let's go ahead and attack this one next. You can see that now in the top, the reason we know what this thing is called and the reason we're seeing like what the spells it's using is called and how much health it has is because Luca comes equipped with a sight scope, I believe it's called, which has a little bonus of letting you see, you know, all that sort of information. It could be helpful, but there's lots more helpful stuff that you can equip. You'll also notice that now Chrono and Luca are like blinking with a white border. That means that we're slowed, and if you've been taking notice, like right there, it's using a slow spell on us. So it's super annoying because now our gauges fill up way slower, and basically we have to wait a long time. And it's also super annoying when Chrono attacks that Naga-ette, and it literally leaves her with 2 more HP. Okay, let's go here. Come on. Chrono needs to do some more damage. I should have bought that iron sword, I guess, but usually it's not a big problem. We should probably find some upgrades in a second here. Alrighty, this Naga-ette should be dying after one more turn. Come on, Chrono, get a critical hit. Oh, you're killing me, dude. Alright, Luca, come on. Luca's already gotten a couple critical hits, so I'm not as disappointed with Luca. Also getting really low on health with Luca, I know, I see it. 8? Really? So now this thing has literally 1 hit point left. But that's no big deal. Okay, goodbye. That battle's always kind of challenging, as opposed to like all the stuff that you fought previously. Okay, so Luca learns Flame Toss. That is... There we go. See, so now she learns a dual tech Fire Whirl, which means that's a skill that Chrono and Luca can do together. Phew, that was close. Luca, watch out! Oh my god, you were so close to death. Ack! Oh, who is this? Lower thine guard, and thou art allowing the enemy in. Thou art here to save the queen. The lair is deep within. Will thee accompany me? What's really funny is this guy is from this time period, which is why he's talking like that, because this is sort of like medieval. But no one else talks like it, so it's like, what's the point, dude? He's like he's like role playing. Okay, a frog. Chrono, it's like it's a talking frog. I hate frogs. Okay, Luca, you're being kind of racist right now. My guys doth not incur thy trust. No, it's cool, man. I'm cool with it. Very well, do as thee please, but I shall save the queen. Well, wait. You don't seem like a bad person, frog thing. I mean... Chrono, what should we do? Go with the frog, refuse. Definitely go with the frog. You just saved your life, Luca. You silly, silly girl. I'll just have to handle it. I mean, deal with him. Oh my god. What's your name? Now, what's funny is we can name him something else, and for those of you that have played this game, you probably know what I'm hinting at here, but we're going to stick with Frog, just because I have a rule where I have to keep the default for everything. But we could name him something else that's more accurate. Frog will do. And his little, his little animation is like his bicep, and I always thought it was weird, because he's got like boxing gloves on. I don't think they're boxing gloves, but they look like boxing gloves. Alright, nice to meet you, Frog. Mayhap a hidden door lurks nigh. Let us search the environs. I don't even know if that's a real word. Oh, I think you're right, Frog, and if we go to this organ here and activate it... What's cool is that little sound bit that plays there is actually in the official soundtrack, and I think that's the only instance of that sound ever occurring, so it's kind of cool that they put that in there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go to the inn and heal up, and I'm also going to save, and then we will continue. Alrighty, so I went out, I saved. We now do have a save file. That's like the first time I've legitimately saved so far, and I also rested at the Truce Inn, and I also bought a bunch of tonics and heals and a shelter, which we should be using soon. So let's go ahead and go through this secret door and see where in the world this leads. Now that music is bad people. That's bad people music. That's, yeah, that basically means you're in a lair of evildoers. So we have a dude shuffling over here. It's the first time we fought one of these guys. They do nice little pirouettes. What are these guys named? Diablos. I think they changed the names between the, like the DS like the updated versions and the original versions. So it's like some of these enemies I think I'm gonna call something different when they're actually something else. Alright, so Frog actually does a lot of damage. It's one of those situations in an RPG where like you get a new party member and it's supposed to show you like, oh, look how cool this guy is. Like you can see he also has about 40 more health than Lucca and Chrono. I will use the Flame Whirl technique and all that stuff, but like I said, you really have to be economic with how you use your MP. So, even though I want to show you guys early, we're going to have to wait. It's just how it has to go. Okay. So, I'm going to fully explore these areas pretty much, just to get everything out of it, and also you get unique weapons and stuff. So, yeah, and I also want to kill everything. Okay, so we have 2 treasure chests here. The first one has a tonic, and if we cannot get stuck on that one. And we also get a revive, which, of course, will revive party members once they are dead. Alright, so let's enter the main hall here where we have a couple more of these dudes. And I mentioned this before talking about the Pokemon mindset, but really the reason that I'm also killing pretty much every single thing that I see is because if you do that, it's my opinion that like RPGs are not really that difficult. As long as you kill every single thing you see, the game thinks that you're going to skip some, so it's like, you know, you're usually too powerful for whatever you're fighting anyways. The boss fights are still challenging usually, as we will definitely see, because the bosses in this game, even though I'm just, you know, flat out killing everything so far, the game does get challenging. It's not easy, and the bosses especially will steamroll you if you're not prepared. So we have a couple snakes, or we did, because they're dead. Goodbye, snakes. And now we have either the middle, the right staircase, or the left staircase. We're going to go ahead and go with the right staircase for now. We have a door here, and inside we have some jovial music, and also a bunch of these guys that are not attacking me. Burp, hey, what's with the disguise? No need for them here. So it looks like they think I'm disguised, but I'm not. What do you say, Burp? The ones that we ate recently weren't so bad, and those 2 soldiers we caught look rather plump and juicy. My god, that is morbid. These things ate people alive. Yakro's so smart, his plan to capture the Chancellor and take his place worked perfectly. Now the Queen's captive and the castle's in an uproar. This is rich! So that's why the Chancellor was acting weird, because he is not the real Chancellor. Basically. It's almost my shift. I hate pretending to be human. It's so repulsive. I'll look in on Magus' statue before my shift. Alright, you go do that. I don't think they say anything else, but let's just make sure. Yakro's so smart. Yeah, you said that before. And what about you? The ones you ate. Yeah, you're still talking about eating people alive. That's pretty damn morbid, like I said. Alright, so there goes that guy to check on the statue, I guess. What's going on here? Okay. So let's see. I forget if there's any secret like doors in Chrono Trigger. I don't think there is, but like I remember in the earlier Final Fantasy games, if you saw this black border here, like you could like motion to go inside of it, and sometimes you would be able to, and there'd be secrets. I don't think that's in Chrono Trigger. I don't really remember any. Oh look, we found the actual Queen Leene. That was easy, wasn't it? There was no need for you to come rescue me. The Master Yakro is very kind. I've decided to stay here. Now, why don't you make yourselves at home, too? Sounds like you have Stockholm Syndrome. Got 1 ether. Let's go ahead and get this. Don't be in such a hurry. Enjoy yourselves first. Hee hee. Yeah, who saw that one coming? I would have liked to talk to all of them, because they all have some pretty interesting dialogue, but I guess I got too close to the door. Alright, let's go ahead and open this treasure chest as well. Found 100 Gs, and if you guys didn't really realize what was going on there, these beasts also have the ability to look like humans, basically. Ah, I see that. There is a secret place. Oh, dearest Magus, your flashing eyes like stars and flowing hair like waves atop the sea. No sad sunny day nor any frightful bright place can get us down, as long as you're near. There's nothing to fear. Magus, oh Magus, our hero Magus. Come join us in singing your funeral dirge. Yeah! Alright, so I will show you guys Flame Whirl now. This is pretty much a perfect place to do this. You'll notice that once you have a dual tech available, it says combo. So let's wait for Lucca's thing to charge up. Come on. There we go. Okay, and if we go to double technique and fire whirl, ooh, we actually got all 4. That's really good. So there we go. I mean, you gotta realize, back then, those graphics, like, blew our minds. Like, that was so cool. Like, now it looks like nothing. It looks like a GBA game or something. But you just have to put your mind back then in the mindset of, like, a, you know, like a... I don't know how old I was, but, you know, a kid back in the 90s. Okay, does Frog have any abilities here? We didn't think to check that. Or I didn't think to check that. Let's see. Nope, that's Lucca. Okay, let's see. Frog, you do have Slurp, right? Restore allies HP. That's right, I forgot Frog comes with that. So basically, you can restore some HP, which is pretty helpful, actually, in the early stages. Okay. Goodbye, Naga, Ets, and Diablos. Frog learns Slurp Cut, and we've also learned a dual tech X Strike between Frog and Chrono. And up here we have a statue of Magus, and also 1 speed belt, and 1 defender. I think a defender is basically like a power tab, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, it's actually an accessory. We're gonna hold off on using those 2 for now, but we have a statue of Magus here, which we can't seem to activate, but Magus will definitely play a part later on in the game. Thank you for watching this episode, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Grovana, and we will continue this in the next one tomorrow. Thanks for watching again, and bye-bye.